The king is dead! Long live the king!
Welcome, Bilbo.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Welcome to Erebor. Bring up the bling.
Oh, gosh!
The Battle of the Five Armies was originally to be shot at the end of principal photography. So by taking the battle, moving it a year later, it really helped to take the pressure off everyone, particularly Peter. It, cut his workload in half, which gave everyone a bit of breathing room.
But I'm actually enjoying this right now.
All of that kind of pressure that I'd been under for so long, you get to that point where you realise, oh, I kind of know what I need to do now and pretty much know what I'm going to shoot from this point forward. So you can afford to you can afford to relax a little bit and just think, well, I may as well just enjoy this last patch.
There was a moment in the counting room where PJ was obsessively counting every jewel in the Dwarves' hoard. I remember standing behind him looking at him thinking, why are you doing that? They're not real.
They were shooting a scene in Erebor where Thorin holds up a necklace.
The white gems of Alaska.
Because he had a shot in mind when Thorin kind of throws the necklace to the side and the gems would kind of spray towards camera.
We had these big bowls of mixed diamonds, with all sorts of different things in there. And we were all really busy and he could see that, so he asked me to set him up a table.
And Peter spent the morning sorting through all of these gems to get only the little tiny white ones.
It's something I enjoy doing. I could do this all day long. It's good. Thousands of them.
He is having a good time. He loves it.
Yeah, it's nice.
And everyone sees that.
Especially in the last few weeks, it became a real sort of a family almost with the crew.
All right, well, we should just shoot this.
We shall.
There's to be a great feast tonight. Songs will be sung, tales will be told.
We shot our farewell to Bilbo towards the end of principal photography.
And it was actually a strange feeling. We were coming to an end time of actually working together so closely.
And this was the culmination of a very, very long period of time where you got to know a group of people very, very well and that you had made something together that you were proud of.
You cannot get as close as we've all got on a film like this and not feel something. These guys have been my brothers, my kin, for the last 18 months. I think everybody felt like that.
So guys, this is bittersweet. You've come to basically say goodbye to Bilbo.
I get emotional now thinking about it because, oh boy, it was like suddenly we realised that this was coming to an end. And we knew that Martin was going to be one of the first guys to go. And honestly, it was like saying goodbye to Martin. It wasn't hard, put it that way, to be emotional about it.
Well, I think I'll slip quietly away. Will you tell the others I said goodbye?
You can tell them yourself.
I have to say Martin was astonishing and really great performance.
Well, if any of you are ever passing Bag End, tea is at 4. There'll be plenty of it. Always welcome. Don't you bother knocking.
He's a very generous actor, both on and off camera. A lot of actors, when they're doing their lines when they're not on camera, kind of drop out. They're just feeding you the line, just so that you can hear the line and respond to it.
Oh, you've got my shot, fine, I'm off. Not Martin.
You help, you help each other in whatever way you can. And so I was just sort of saying, half as Bilbo, kind of half as me, what an amazing time it had been.
The camera was over his shoulder, the camera was on us, and when he did his farewell, he cried. And it was really hard to keep together.
Well, tea's at 4. I can barely look at you, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. You know how I feel about you, and I'm not really able to say it. But I hope I see you again one day, all of you.
So come by, don't bother knocking. I was kind of saying different things to them every take, just because I thought, well, I better make it fresh and interesting each time or something, otherwise it'll be really boring by take 3 and they'll really be having to squeeze out any tears, you know. Make sure I've still got my silverware when you come to bag end, please. Don't want you nicking off with any of it. I used to be scared of you, Dwalin, you wouldn't believe it. Feel free to drop in and eat me out of house and home yet again. That's not an instruction, Bomber.
He was so great, and he was just looking at us right in the eye, and yeah, that's a big scene.
I think if you let a bit of real life in, I think it's quite telling, I think.
It's quite sad. It's quite a sad little scene.
Here lies Thorin, son of Thrain, son of Thrall.
Morning. Morning. This is my finest work.
Yeah.
I love my lines. I know the blockings.
Good job. Even dead, he still doesn't shut up.
Dead dwarf. We were placed on plinths, and we were just lying there, you know, like dead. And then the dwarves were, you know, saying their goodbyes.
We were saying goodbye to these 3 characters, although they were lying, possibly asleep on these blocks. I know Dean was asleep.
How's it being dead? Is it all right?
It's cool, yeah.
It looked quite relaxing.
It is relaxing until you feel like you're going to fall asleep, and then you scare yourself.
Hey, how's my double chin nose?
Oh, I can't even see it, mate. That big fat beard covers your fat face. Thank God. We will give you a dignified death.
Yeah, all right. That's really perfect. Okay, lunchtime.
It's an interesting turn in the story, I think. You know, for The Hobbit, Tolkien, when he came up with it, it's an interesting way of ending the book. In that, you know, 3 characters and the lead character, they die.
3 of them don't come back. The weakest.
The worst fighting family in the world.
Yes.
All 3 of them go, eh? You won't last, you're definitely gone.
But ultimately his own fault.
Yeah.
Well, just bad fighting. Yeah.
Tell you, that was true, though. Thorin, this great warrior. Thorin, Kitty, Philly, gone. The Irish, they're in the bar at 9:30.
I always imagined Dwalin just looking in utter contempt at their dead bodies. But somehow Peter didn't want that. He wanted emotion.
Why him? Take me instead. Just huge ropes of snot.
Peter was playing this quite sad, haunting music throughout the scene, and it was really lovely.
I remember going to Tony Johnson, our sound recordist, and getting him to dig out the one piece of music that I'd used in the past for this particular type of scene was Puccini's humming chorus. May or may not help. I mean, you can see I've got Puccini's humming chorus, which is quite a gentle, sad kind of piece.
It's a beautiful piece of music, and it's kind of soars and it drops, and it's got kind of a cadence to it that gets you into a kind of a rhythm, which is a rhythm of loss.
According to legend, Puccini was sitting at the shore of a lake somewhere in Switzerland, and way in the distance, in the middle of the lake, he saw a boat capsize and he saw somebody drown. And he immediately sat down and he wrote the humming chorus to emotionally deal with what he'd just seen.
Didn't bother trying to save him. No?
I think he was inspired to write some music and was a bit too busy.
That's fine, I'm not judging. I'm not judging.
Don't put the camera down, Puccini. Maybe he should have helped. Rather than stand up there. So I think, stop writing music, Puccini. Put your shoes on. We need help. There's 3 old washerwomen fucking trying to drag 12 sailors out.
Good to see that Puccini was such a humanitarian.
I don't know whether it's true or not, but...
The other part of the scene was where Gandalf presented this eulogy to the rest of the dwarfs.
Originally, we had Gandalf eulogize them, really because I think partly we wanted to set up the notion that the dwarves were letting go of Thorin and acknowledging the new king under the mountain, which is Dane.
And action.
The king has come unto his own, under mountain, under stone.
That stuff's pretty hard to beat when you're having a funeral eulogy to a much-loved figure spoken by Ian McKellen. It's pretty hard to top that.
Send him now unto the deep, unto earth, eternal sleep, under mountain, under stone.
Under mountain, under stone. I mean, that's what he's about, sharing his thought and emotion with you. I mean, he does it with Shakespeare, and he does it with Tolkien.
Through all the lands, let it be known, the king is dead.
Is everybody shouting "Long live the king" afterwards?
They should do, shouldn't they?
Should.
Yeah. And as you raise your weapons, you say "Long live the king."
Long live the king! Long live the king!
I think we were saying "Long live the Hobbit" as much as we were saying "Long live the king," because you know, it'll be with us forever, and I feel very lucky to have been on the journey.
By that final week of principal photography, we know each other so well. You know, we found the things that make each other laugh. We know how to get through a 15, 16-hour day and keep our spirits high. So putting Lee Pace, Ian McKellen, and myself and Martin Freeman in a tent together, you know, you're just asking for trouble, really.
Yeah. Just do one kind of thing. Yes.
Like that.
Like that. Just like that. Can you be one hand up?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'd asked Lee if I could have a pair of his elf ears that he'd used, that he wasn't going to use again, because they were new every day. Can you imagine how many elf ears they must have gone through? My God. So I said I wanted a pair. I can hear so much more.
No, so questions are basically, Lee, where you're going to be. I mean, you could be sitting, sipping wine on a chair.
It's so funny. All I do in this movie is sit. I sit on my throne. I sit on my chair in the tent. I sit on my horse. But Luke, I think, has never once sat down.
Well, I haven't sat down.
He's going through windows. He's running across rooftops. He's always active in this movie.
Well, I don't know. You can be. I think you'd be pacing around with you. You'd be a little bit more anxious. Sitting down. Sorry. I know you love the day sitting down, but it's a good try. That was a good attempt.
Thanks, guys. Still rolling.
Desert.
And 3, 2, 1, action.
Is gold so important to you? Did you buy it with the blood of dwarves?
Will not come to that. This is a fight they cannot win.
That won't stop them. You think the dwarves will surrender? They won't. They will fight to the death to defend their own.
Bilbo Baggins!
He's a spy!
He's a dwarfish spy.
Ryan's dinner. Let's thank God for this.
Nice, man. Welcome back, Ryan. She's moving boulders.
That was good, Martin, for you. There was somebody else who will remain nameless, whose name starts with Ryan.
I think we've really got on. We've really had a laugh, and he likes to beat me up a lot. So
it's almost like an ear clip, isn't it? It's almost just like a. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's fine. I didn't mean to do that.
Poor Ryan. My God.
Okay, that's right. He's a dwarfish spy. I wouldn't trust him, sire.
Let him be. No, let him through.
Dwarvish spy, indeed. Do I look like a dwarf?
It's my longest project by a long way. I haven't done anything else approaching that amount of time. I don't know many people who have.
Let him be. Let him through.
Dwarvish spy, indeed. Do I look like a dwarf?
Not in the least.
That was actually quite good.
Oh.
Actually quite good.
Can we have a look?
Can you have a look? Yeah, sure, in 2013. No, you can have a look now.
Yeah, okay. It's good, it's fun. I didn't feel like I'd rapped yesterday. You know, I was just going to go, and Caro said, look, say something, because otherwise people think it's kind of weird. They'll want to acknowledge the fact that this is your picture rap. And I kind of thought, yeah, this is sort of momentous, but I can't blow it all now. You know what I mean? Like if I do my crying scene now, I'll have nothing to do in pickups next year. So I saved it up and was very conservative.
See you later, folks. I'll save up goodbyes for later. We're all aware about now.
Yeah, we hate goodbyes. We all hate goodbyes.
See you later.
At the end of photography, like always, you basically wrap one key actor every day.
All right, so we're just going to say a temporary farewell to Lee. So there's your chair back. And chairs can be purchased at the door on your way up. My old joke, it always works. But never mind. And that's for you to practice with.
That's heavy. Is that what I think it is?
Yeah.
That is
And don't forget to bring it back next year so we can...
Need it for the
so we'll need it for pickup.
Need it for the filming?
It's a joke. It's a joke.
Thank you, all of you. I love getting to know you. It's been an incredible experience.
So this is my last day on the set of The Hobbit. I'm just about to walk up the stairs to find an army of elves have entered Dale.
Here we go, and action.
The children, the wounded, and the women come first. What news from the Night Watch?
All quiet, sire. Not much to report.
Lovely. Good. That was Lincoln Ryan's last shot of 2012.
Yeah, it's over. I'll get emotional if we talk about it too much, but it's been an amazing job, amazing experience.
I've loved every minute of it. Every minute.
Yeah, I've got to go back to reality now. I'm not sure whether I'm ready for that, but...
Well, Luke, it's been an absolute pleasure to work with somebody from Wales, being Welsh extraction myself.
That's true. Yeah.
I haven't quite learnt that...
You've got time.
I've got time. Luke's trying to teach me the longest place name in Wales, which any good Welshman has to learn. So I've got a bastardised version of it.
Oh, that's all right.
Clanfair, Pilgrim, Gilgagary, Shimmering, Drobwell, Cantersilio, Go, Go, Gok.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
I have to improve. I have to improve.
When you're with people for like a year in film, it's very unusual to do that. And so I feel like... Well, I don't feel like. I know I'm leaving a family behind here, so... That's quite nice. Thank God. Oh, wow. This is the real thing.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Thank you, guys.
Just get that set, Zane's face upwards so he's not upside down. Ready to go.
The wheel would always be preceded by music.
Tony!
He took the wheel very seriously, Zane, and so I had to take the music very seriously.
Okay, now another wonderful weekend of Wacky Wheel of Wonder. Hobbit hijinks.
Just to spice things up, I think Zane came up with the idea that on a couple of the spots that it would land on, it was like a trivia question had to be answered, and then you would win the prize. And there was Beatle trivia, Tolkien trivia.
So the deal is you keep your radio on and the crew will try to help you.
Ian McKellen has been touring a one-man show around New Zealand to raise money for a theatre in Christchurch. What was his first stop on the tour?
In the Necky, Stratford.
Yes!
But Zane really quickly realized what was going on.
I've noticed that some people have been cheating because they come up here and answer questions with headsets on and earpieces. So everyone will now be checked for an earpiece before they get a question.
I mean, I had to keep my mouth shut with the Beatles trivia, unsuccessfully at times, if I remember rightly.
Over men and horse hoops and garters.
Lastly, through a hogshead of real fire.
God damn it!
And then
it kind of took a life of its own.
Peter got on board and got very excited about this and was like, well, I'll throw some prizes in. There are a few new prizes on the wheel, courtesy of Sir Peter Jackson and company.
There were trips to Sydney.
Luxury lodge stay for the weekend, and it was all like, whoa, we've taken this to a whole new level now.
It just got out of control. It had a few contentious moments over the course of time.
Some people won more than once.
Eric, VFX.
Eric, VFX.
Oh, Eric from Visual Effects.
Eric Sandin would win almost every week. It was ridiculous.
People were getting angry. Every time a name got drawn, I heard, I hope it's not him again.
Oh, no. Eric.
There's no justice in Aura.
I won a night at a nice hotel.
Night at the Museum Hotel. And if you ever win anything again.
I won 2 different trips to Sydney.
Second weekend in Sydney.
And I actually won Stephen Fry's stash, which when Stephen Fry rapped, I ended up with all his leftover booze.
And then we came towards the end of filming, and there was this wonderful moment where Peter and Zane really wanted to, have big kind of blowout prizes that were stuck on the wheel.
On that wacky wheel, there was a label for north, south, east, and west, and we didn't know what that meant.
Oh, yeah. These are kind of fun things, but if you get one, you won't know till the end what it is.
And everybody kind of wondered what was going on.
It's like, yeah, just wait.
Dave Shaw!
We spin the wheel.
There you go.
And then he wins west.
Don't lose it.
And so they basically kept spinning it until someone had won north, someone had won south, someone had won east, and someone had won west.
Bruno.
I got north.
So they called everyone up and revealed what those prizes were.
I will start with South.
South?
Congratulations, you have 2 tickets to the world premiere of The Hobbit.
That person won 2 tickets for the world premiere of The Hobbit in Wellington. So all of us went, oh, that's an amazing prize.
East. I am happy to give you an unexpected journey to Tokyo.
Holy hell.
West, 2 tickets to New York.
And you could tell I was thinking north, like what is it going to be?
2 tickets to London, to the London premiere of The Hobbit.
So it was like the 4 big premieres, and this was us like, whoa, this is crazy.
That's amazing. Plane tickets plus the premiere of The Hobbit, all paid by Peter.
Excuse me, sir.
It's the final call sheet?
Yes, it is. For principal photography.
You gotta make sure Peter signs this. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi, Bridget.
Okay, I'm just going to write a farewell to some of the crew who are finishing tomorrow as well. It might take a while.
We can fast forward this bit.
There you go. Still leaves room?
Yeah, it's just enough. Peter might have a bit of room. Hey, Peter, I've got the final call sheet for you, sir, if you'd like to sign it. Right. You can sign it wherever you like. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Last day.
266.
We're still standing. Look how many hours we've stood on these concrete floors.
We've been shooting for 2 years, so we got to know a lot of people very well. We saw some of the people more than we saw our wives, partner, kids.
It's going to be quite sad for me to leave. I've nearly slept with everyone in the office, so it's going to be a bit hard.
I don't know if I'll ever do another job that's that long, really. Staying within 3 metres of Angus.
3 metres for 3,000 hours.
Probably more of an achievement than actually doing the 266 days.
So what's kind of the mood on set today?
People were looking forward to finishing, but then they also knew they were going to be coming back for work in the new year. So they knew it was coming to an end, but not really.
Don't be lulled into a false sense of security.
Oh.
The last move.
Coming through.
Yeah, we've just walked into F stage here, and we're about to do our last scene. And 18 months ago, this was the stage that we started in. When you look into this big empty space, and you think about all the different sets that we've had in here. And we started with Golem's Cave, we've had Theandrel's Wine Cellar, we've had Treasure Chamber. We came together in this stage, and we're going to part in this stage.
Look out!
I remember the lighting crew coming in and circling into the stage.
Do it again!
I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss you, man.
You.
He just stole my job.
Mark, are you?
That's easy. You mean you actually get paid to do that? I mean, it's so simple.
Not very much.
No, no.
Okay, and action.
Wait, Beyond, wait! Listen to me. You must listen to me.
You wizards. You were sent here to protect Middle-earth, to guard against the return of evil. You have failed.
All right, okay. So how was that, boys? Any camera problems with that?
No, I'm not sure about that one.
No? Well, unless anybody has anything else they want to shoot, I think we should call that a day. Thank you. Zane, you're grabbing that other thing?
Yes.
Yep. And I just wanted to ask Andrew to come forward to take possession of a of a slate that was expertly clapped.
Oh, excellent work. Yes. Thank you very much.
Well, obviously, I just want to say thank you to everybody, an incredible cast, incredible crew. Seems like a lifetime ago that I had to do this speech at the beginning of the shoot. Oh, God, it was a long time ago. You know, as a director, it can be kind of a lonely job. You know, at times you feel like you're by yourself trying to solve problems, but then everybody steps in and suddenly I realise I've got this incredible support and all of you guys have got my back and you're behind me. And for that, I'm incredibly grateful. Thank you.
Well, I think there's bubbles right next door.
Champagne. Cheers. You know, I'm a reasonably sentimental person, so I don't particularly enjoy these sorts of days. You get a sense that it's, you know, the last day that you're going to spend with friends, so it's a chance to really reflect on what we've been through over the last 18 months, which has been a hell of a lot. I kind of feel like I've changed a little bit in the last 18 months. It's, I feel like I'm a different person now to what I was when I started shooting this. So I don't know. It's a strange day. It's a weird day. You can't really put it into words.
Thank you all very much. Yes.